Okay, here's the installation of a new dust boot on the steering shaft. So the steering shaft is made up of bottom shaft and then I guess 70, I don't know if you can see them, but there's little plastic inserts in the shaft that go through it. So in an accident, when the driver's chest hit the steering wheel, it would crush those inserts and collapse the shaft. So you got to be careful not to, when you're taking the shaft out. See, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some teeth there. Here you go. Let me show you with the light. There you go. There's teeth on the shaft, and this is the piece that actually goes on those teeth. And you can see it's got a cutout on one side, and what that cutout is sold so the I guess this is called a retaining sleeve. It goes around the shaft, and the bolt, goes through it to hold it down. But that bolt passes so close to this housing that they actually had to machine a little groove in there. So that also allows you to line up, if you notice, see if you can see in the light, there's only teeth, there you go, on half of this housing. So they stop there. See, they stop right about there. So this allows you to line up those teeth with the teeth. Well, I don't know if that's what it does or not. Anyway, that allows the bolt to pass through. But to get a new boot on, it's impossible to put on there without pressing out this pin, which I've already done. Pressed out the pin on the press over there. Put the boot on. And these are a little greasy. But it's the bearings. They slip over, one on each end. They're greasy right now because I just re-greased it. And this right here actually holds them in place like so. And then that whole assembly slides up into here. See, there's a groove on each side for those bearings to go into. So that allows the steering shaft to pivot just a little. This was actually a write-up in the last High Performance Pontiac with great instructions on how to do this. So I'm going to re-grease everything. Here's the new clamps that I found on eBay. That clamps onto the end of the boot to hold it in place. So I'm going to put it all back together, re-grease it, and there you go. One thing I need to mention, when you press this pin back in, I'm using a gauge to actually measure. It's hard to do it with one hand. I'm just demonstrating for the camera purposes. But measuring how far, I measured how far it stuck out on each sides. And it's right around 400. Can't read that. I guess that's 430 thousandths. I think that's what that measurement is. Regardless of what the measurement is, it needs to be equal on both sides. But yeah, in the write-up in High Performance Pontiac is around 430 thousandths, or 0.430. And that is so when you put it back together, it's equal on both sides. Alright, so here is the new boot with the clip that I found on eBay. installed back on the car. It's been re-greased. Now I just have to wipe it down and paint it so it'll look nice. Paint the steering column black so it'll look nice, and there we go. That little clip was hard to find.